Have you ever wondered what truly holds organizations back from digital transformation? It's not just about having AI, it's about having the right IT foundation to support it. Outdated systems, fragmented data, and poor security can stop AI from delivering real value. That's exactly what we're tackling today, how fusing IT and AI can elevate your member-based organization, streamline your operations, and future-proof your business. So be sure to stay tuned in for another giveaway at the end of this video. Hi, I'm Kieran Gilmurray, AI and Automation Specialist, Chief AI Innovator at the Technology Transformation Group, known as TTG. And joining me is Ian, our IT transformation expert and CEO at TTG. Ian, welcome.
Thanks very much, Kieran. It's great to be here on the call today.
Okay, let's dive right in to give people as much value as we can from this recording. Why is IT, or getting your IT right, still the priority before you embark on any AI work?
Well, the key thing about AI, everything about AI is about data. And what we need to do is we need to make sure we have the right platforms and systems in place in your membership organization to be able to fuel the AI for what we need to do going forward. Normally, lots of membership organizations may have legacy technology. And again, legacy technologies don't align themselves to the future world of AI. So it's really about looking at the where your apps are today and where you need to be in the future.
I really like that, because lots jump in, don't they? They sort of struggle with legacy issues, outdated systems, data silos, security gaps, and everything else. So it doesn't really work, you know what I mean, unless you jump in and fix things. So Ian, from an IT perspective, why does the transformation piece need to come first? What's the foundation people need to put in place?
So let's then take it back a step of looking at where the business strategy is around membership organizations, around where are you struggling today? So is it around the sales process and how does that work today? Or is it around looking at how we can create a personalized experience for members? So it's really making sure they can get those products and services. Remember, those two things are underpinned maybe by our website or your CRM platforms. Again, if they've got legacy technology that's underpinning those things, it's not going to lead to that personalized insight. Then if we then want to start creating that personalized piece, we need the AI or the engines to be able to do that. Again, if we've got that fragmented, that's not going to be easy to do. But let's just say we've created that or that journey. It then comes back onto the back office systems, simple stuff around renewals processes that we need to do in terms of those collections. Again, we see a lot of that stuff is all hand stitched together. Again, if you don't have that foundation in place first, how can we then give that really rich experience and make it really seamless for the membership and for the organizations?
So true. So if an organization's struggling to get to those, better experiences, to those really great outcomes, if they're struggling with outdated IT, where should they start? What are the must-haves that need to be in place before we even go near AI at some stage in the picture?
First thing I say, let's get a plan and a roadmap. You need to understand what you've got today. Think about the parts that we want to improve on. So is it the membership experience? Is it the sales process? Is it the back office capability? Is it some simple stuff around we can't share and collaborate very well? So if we can understand what we've got, understand where we've got the issues and challenges within the business, then we'll then focus and laser focus on delivering those right outcomes. So it could be simple. The sign up process, we know members are struggling to sign up to access our products or services or engage with those things. Well, let's get a better signed up experience. Sign up in 10 seconds. We do find a lot of membership organizations will ask a lot of questions, and that will lead to abandon rates. That will then, if we then think about that stuff, we'll get more members that will be coming in. That then actually helps pay for starting to think about, when I have logged in, what is that member experience? How can I access my training? How can I access my learning? How can I see the products and services? And actually, can you make it relevant for me? Again, we find a lot of organizations have a lot of content and a lot of data, but again, it's what's relevant for me that I want to use and consume, and also see the value that I'm adding. So again, it's making sure that we get the right combination of our platforms and systems that can underpin those things. Where I have seen things sometimes go wrong, let's just say we've got that lovely logged in experience. If some of the content of the data that we're using is not the right information, then it's going to lead to the wrong wrong results. And again, you don't want to be giving the wrong information out to your members, especially from a security perspective. Some of those things and issues, could cause brand damage, if you like, in terms of giving out incorrect information.
And what about those platforms then, Ian, the cloud end of things? And you mentioned security, but what about data management? What about automation and process optimization? Is that all built into what you're describing there that needs to be put in place to create the foundations to allow these amazing experiences to exist?
Yeah, so I think when we start looking at those platforms and systems, it's all about coming up with the right architecture elements around what we've talked about. So we might have the CRM system, if you like, which is the foundation of some of those things. That CRM data is going to have lots of information about that particular individual, but it's making sure we've got the platforms and systems all integrated to actually then fuel the AI. Okay, so if you think about the AI is all about the data and exposing all that data and all that information. So we need to make sure we have got the right identity and access management for what it needs to do. Make sure we've got the right CRM system, ERP, your website. Once we have those elements together, it's about then we can build the engines and the platforms to create those personalized experience or create that automation process. And sometimes, again, with where we are with your platforms and systems, we don't have to necessarily do massive, huge CRM platform systems that are going to take 9 to 12 months. Again, we can break this down into smaller bite-sized chunks so you can start getting those quick wins in much faster. That's what AI enables us to do. But again, it's making sure that we've got the understanding of the right data and information that's going to feed into those capabilities.
So if we get all of those capabilities in place, what I call, a really strong IT foundation, then that allows us to now leverage, AI for automation, AI for more intelligent decision making, and so on. But where can AI drive real transformative value once an organization has put a modern IT stack into place?
So let's take it from two different lenses. So we can do one from the member experience perspective. So we can make sure that we're more relevant, personalized. We can make sure that the member is getting a really good experience. They understand the value of why they're paying that membership money every month. We can then rapidly adapt. So we might want to add in new products and services. We have the right architecture. We can add those things in and become even more relevant to that individual. We can put more learning based on that information. So again, it's about personalizing those services. And then the other thing we can do is we can strip out cost. So when we then look at, let's just look at the back office type process. So there's a lot of manual processes. We see a lot of Excel is the friend or foe, as it were, that's sometimes stitching those things together. We can remove a lot of that burden, automate those things. But again, it's about then giving that self-service capability to members. So we don't have to have someone here manually doing those processes. The individual can self-serve, so they're getting the information and getting the service quicker and faster. This takes out some of the cost and the complexity. So again, we tend to find there's lots of complexity debt caused by the legacy platforms and systems. All of that then can be removed. So that time and effort that we're spending on doing administration can be better served to help put in new products and services. So you're going to take out the cost. And again, it will then help you grow the membership going forward as well. So it becomes that virtual circle, if you like. Sales are increasing, membership is becoming more relevant. Complexity then's been taken out of the equation. And then let's not forget about the BI data and analytics to get the real insight back into the business. Now we can start thinking about, well, where do we now want to go? What do we now want to do? And because we've got the right architectures in place, we can then snap them in and make that much faster and quicker. So members, when we add in more services, it's not, oh God, that's going to take 6 to 9 to 12 months. It can be done in a quarter. And then the data can be added in. Then we can then make sure that that's relevant to that individual. And also you can start segmenting your audience better. So again, within membership organizations, a lot of issues that we had, I can't segment because of the legacy or the technologies that we've got. We can then make everything relevant. If you make it relevant, that's when all the magic starts happening.
Yeah, I really like that. And that's, some people listening into this wonder if that's a future vision, but this stuff is happening now. We have AI powered chatbots handling member queries, predictive models forecasting engagement trends, fusing IT with AI to see big benefits. But lots assume that this is, complex, expensive, or even a threat to jobs. What are the biggest IT fears you hear about, Ian, and how do we go about addressing them?
I think the biggest fear is about security. And if you think I might have a leaky sieve today, or I might have lots of security challenges with your current environment that you've got today, now we're going to add in more AI capabilities and technologies, and we've got the fear of the quality of our data is not very good. And again, that can then lead to, well, the security issues and challenges and the data privacy concerns around what we're doing with the data, and how we're managing those things. So that's one of the aspects, is around making sure that your data quality, your data security is correct. And then the other thing that I'd say is around the challenges of the speed to market. So some organizations cannot adopt as fast. The technology can go much quicker now than an organization that's normally going at a slower pace. The technology is now pushing you a lot faster. The limitation now is not around the tech, it's about your business process and reimagine what are your requirements, what are your rules, what would you like? Oh, I've not been asked that before. Oh, I'd like this. Oh, I haven't thought about these. All of a sudden it's not the tech that's become the limiting factor. It's how we want to now manage this and operate and add this into our business going forward, and add those new products and services relevant in for the members. So the speed of change, we can now go much faster and quicker. Now it's up to the business to make a seismic change as well. If they know what they want, we can build in 3 to 6 weeks. It's done. Not, oh my gosh, I'm used to it taking 3, because it's taking longer for the organizations now to operationalize and put those things in. So those are the two elements I'd say, is around the security elements. The other part is around the speed of change around that. And the fear thing of around AI and jobs. A lot of organizations are seeing this as more as a co-pilot, i.e. it's supporting you to do those things. I would say sometimes more the junior roles are becoming less, because you don't need maybe as many of those things, but you still need the senior people to do those things. So I do think we're in a seismic shift, especially, as I say, from the junior more to the senior roles. But a lot of organizations are using this as a supporting tool, not the tool for tool sake.
Yeah. I sometimes think that the limitations maybe not the tech, it's our imagination these days. And as you mentioned, you can start really small, but you can scale this up really fast. But if an organization is ready to take action, let's say they've got excited by what we're saying, Ian, what's their best approach?
Best approach is to really understand the use case or the edge case. What do they want to solve? And that may sound like a really simple question, but sometimes it's more, I don't know what we're trying to solve. I'm not sure what we need to do. So I would say the key thing we need to do is look at where is the opportunity that's going to drive your business forward. The next thing I'd say is, let's understand the platforms and systems and technology you've got today. We know where you want to get to, and then it's pretty much quite as straightforward as putting in the different projects, programs, the architecture, and this is what we're going to do over the next 12 to 18 months. We break everything down into quarters. So it's not like you're going to be waiting, I've got to wait 18 months for those things. But the key question I always come back to is, what is it you want to do? Forget about the technology, forget about your legacy systems. Where's the issue? What is it you're trying to do? If you answer that question first, we go back a step, understand what you've got, and then it's very quick, believe it or not, it's quite fast to actually then start doing that innovation. And as you say, Kieran, sometimes if we understand what your challenge is, we might be able to get some of that AI and automation in the first quarter. But if you've got some of the foundations a bit wonky, as it were, or needs to be fixed, we might need to put some of those things in place first. But I would say is, like with anything within those membership organizations, it's working that out first. And I think that's the value add that we're able to bring, to actually say, guys, don't limit your thinking just because of the challenges and issues you've got today. Think if you've got a blank canvas, and we can then rapidly innovate and put those things in place. And as I said, it will normally come back to the speed of change we can adopt within the organization, rather than the caught up with my issues and challenges you are today. And I think that's the part that we're able to bring. getting older now, so I understand these legacy constraints. But what I think we can do, because we've got the understanding of those things, we're able to now rapidly innovate, give you the benefit quicker and faster, not waiting those 18 months. And as I say, it normally comes back to how fast can your organization adapt versus the speed of technology change.
So, Ian, sounds like, get your foundations right. It doesn't take forever. Thank goodness you can scale this pretty quickly. It's down to the pace of your willingness to engage. Then you can get AI working to deliver the business outcomes that you actually want. So if firms want to contact you, Ian, how do they go about getting in touch to grab some of these benefits?
So look, if you'd like to contact us, send an email into hello@thettg.com. I'm on LinkedIn, Ian Turfrey. So please feel free to get in touch with us. We're there on our website. And again, it's all about our partnership. Again, what I'd like to say is it's not a case of just, looking at some of the tactical type stuff. We really get to know each and every customer, understand their pain points, and it's about being your partner to help you on that journey. And also working with a consortium of other partners as well. It's not one shop that fits all. And please do get in touch. Happy to have a conversation. And we've got a lot of experience, especially in that membership space. We give some help and support straight away.
Fantastic. Ian, thank you so much indeed. And thank you for everyone for joining us today. Look, keep your eyes peeled. We're going to send you a free download book link. That will come through an email, or that will come through on a link in the social media content below. Join us for more podcasts. We look forward to seeing you next time. And if you need help, as Ian said, he's available on LinkedIn, on email, on website, and every other channel that you might want. Thank you so much indeed, Ian. Have a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you.